Today is Saturday, January 9th, and I am very excited because I got my new spring summer catalogs in the mail today, as well as all of the testers for the spring summer catalog that includes the new release fragrances. So this catalog launches on February 1st, and I absolutely cannot wait. I have not smelled any of these scents yet, so I am going to go ahead and separate the new releases from the returning spring summer fragrances and let you know my first impressions. So let me go ahead and separate these out. Returning satin sheets. I know a lot of people really love that one. It's a little too sandalwoody for me, but it is really nice. Apricot vanilla. Summer holiday, one of my favorites for the car, so I'm always excited to see that one back. Lemon sorbet, that is one of my absolute favorites for the kitchen. Camu Camu, a lot of people love that, very tropical. Bonfire Beach, a fan favorite. Go Go Mango, that is a really nice kind of perfumey fruity scent, really kind of light but pleasant. Mocha Doodle, I'm surprised that that one returned because it did retire at the end of the last catalog season. Pineapple Pucker, that one is pretty authentic pineapple and I really do like it. Prickly Pear and Agave, that's a very kind of fresh fruity scent. Atlantic Air, one of my favorite kind of fresh scents for a bathroom. French Lavender, I know a lot of people were really sad to see the lavender scents retire at the end of the last catalog, so that one is good that it's back. Another lavender one, Lavender Cotton, again, I think people are glad to see some lavender scents back. Lush Gardenia, that is very floral. We have Aloha Citrus. This is a nice kind of fruity citrus scent. It's a little on the lighter side for me. Johnny Appleseed. I know a lot of people would love to see that one stay around year round. Now in Zen, this is kind of a fresh, masculine grapefruit type scent. Paradise Punch, very tropical, fruity. It really does smell like Hawaiian Punch. Cinnamon Vanilla, I know that one has been around for a while. Lilacs and Violets, another very floral scent. Cocoa Lime, this was new last year and a lot of people really loved it, including me. I had it in my Scentsy club and I'm very glad to see it back. Pink Cotton, another one that I had in my Scentsy club, just a very kind of perfumey laundry scent. I really love it. Be Fabulous, this was a scent of the month last year. It's a really fresh sweet grapefruit and I love it. Havana Cabana, that is a tropical scent that's been around for a long time. Sugared Strawberry, this is probably my favorite strawberry scent from Scentsy, really good. Skinny Dippin', another fruity tropical scent, perfect for the summer. Strawberry Rose, this was a scent of the month last year that a lot of people really loved. Here comes the Sunflowers. This one was a new release last year. It's a really nice kind of sweet floral scent and I really like it. We have Peach Nectar. This was another new one last year that I'm glad to see back. Inhale Exhale was a scent of the month. Very kind of fresh scent, so glad to see that one. Watermelon Tangerine. We had this in the summer collection last year. I had it in my Scentsy club, so I'm very glad to see that one back. Mad for Melon, that is a new release. Pina Colada Cha Cha. This is just a perfect pineapple coconut scent. I love it for the summer. Rainbows and Butterflies. This was another scent of the month that's made it back in the catalog a few times. We have Mahalo Coconut. This one was new last year and was a fan favorite. Hibiscus Pineapple, another new release last year that people really loved. Coral Waters, that is a new release. Oh Boy, this is a Disney new release, so I'm excited to smell that one. We have Rainbow Sherbet. This was maybe my favorite of the new releases from the last spring summer catalog, so I'm very glad to see that one back. Aloe Vera and Ivy was a scent of the month last year that I really enjoyed. Iridescent Pearl was a new release last year. I'm kind of surprised to see that one back, but I really do like it. Make a Splash, that is a new one. Vanilla Waves is another new release this year. Coastal Sunset, another one I'm really excited to smell. Totally Minnie, this is another new Disney scent. We have Sun-Soaked Petals, another new release. Let's see, oh, Snapdragon, another new release. Sandswept, another new release. They were all at the bottom of the bag. My Hero, this was from the Father's Day collection last year, and a lot of people really loved it. It's a really nice kind of masculine cologne scent. Magnolia Linen, I'm so excited to smell that one. And Tangerine Creamsicle. So those are all of the returning spring summer scents as well as the new releases. So let me go ahead and flip to the new release section in the catalog and we will give these a sniff. All right, I got them all in order. So there are 10 new releases in the new release section and then 2 Disney new releases. So I am going to go ahead and smell the Disney new releases first. The first one is the new kind of Mickey scent and it is called Oh Boy. So Scentsy says, in honor of a true original, juicy grapefruit, cheerfully mixed with bright clementine and sugared vanilla is one of a kind, just like Mickey Mouse. So this sounds like it should be very citrus and maybe a little sweet. So let's see how it smells. Ooh, I really like this. So I do get a nice orange note, I guess that clementine, but it's not overly sweet. It's not overly tart. Pretty authentic orange, actually. That smells really good. And then I do just get a little kind of tartness from the grapefruit and then just a tiny hint of sweetness from the vanilla. So this isn't really an overtly vanilla scent. I definitely do get a lot more citrus. This smells very good. It smells a little like sun-kissed citrus to me, but maybe even a little more subdued, a little more toned down, because sun-kissed citrus is very potent, in-your-face citrus. So this is a little bit more toned down because of that vanilla, and actually maybe a little bit more sophisticated smelling. So I really like that. If you like sun-kissed citrus, I think you will really enjoy Oh Boy. All right, and then the Minnie scent is totally Minnie. And Scentsy says, part classy and part sassy, this sweet blend of pink melon, hibiscus blooms, and juicy apple is full of fun and totally Minnie. So a little floral, a little fruity. Ooh, I really like this one. It's a little on the lighter side. And it kind of reminds me of something that we've had before. I'll have to think about that. But this is really nice. I do get the melon, but it's a really soft melon. Really, really pretty. I think the hibiscus is kind of toning the melon down a little bit. And then I do get just kind of a little tart sweetness from the apple. But I would say that this is mostly melon mixed with that tropical hibiscus. So this comes off as a little tropical, but another really kind of sophisticated scent. I really like that one too. So that is awesome. All right, so let's flip over to the new release section in the catalog. I am just going to go in the order listed here. So first up is Coastal Sunset, and this is a really pretty light purple or lilac colored wax. And Scentsy says, creamy coconut and sandalwood set the scene for warm amethyst amber. So coconut, sandalwood, and amber. Ooh, this is really nice. So right off the top, I do get a really pleasant coconut, and it's more on the perfumey side of coconut than the fruity side of coconut. And then I do pick up just a little hint of that sandalwood that definitely makes it feel more perfumey. And then just a little hint of kind of a musky softness with the amber. So this definitely smells perfumey. I think that this would be really nice in a bathroom or in a bedroom, a laundry room. It smells really, really pleasant. Really sophisticated. So definitely kind of a musky, perfumey coconut sandalwood scent. So that is Coastal Sunset. All right, Next up is Coral Waters, and it is a really pretty coral colored wax. Scentsy says, lush nectarine blossom and peony bloom alongside bright, clear coral waters. So we have nectarine blossom, peony, and waters. Ooh, this is really pretty. So I definitely do get kind of a fresh aquatic note. It smells like something that might be in Make Waves or By the Sea, so that really kind of fresh aquatic note. But then I do get an almost powdery floral on top. So it's very fresh, very floral, and it's really pretty. It might be a little more floral than I prefer. And the more I smell it, the more I warm it up, the more I really do get kind of a powdery floral from those nectarine blossom and peony bloom. But it is really pleasant. It smells like it should be pretty strong too. So if you like floral scents, I think you will really like Coral Waters. All right, next is Mad for Melon, and it's a really pretty light green color. And Scentsy says, juicy honeydew melon, fresh from the vine, is adorned with freesia and wild poppy. So this is going to be a fruity floral scent. I usually do like the melon scents, especially honeydew melon. So let's see. Ooh, this is pretty, kind of light. When I warm it up, I really do get a lot more of that honeydew melon. It's a very fresh, bright, sweet melon. It's not too tangy. I like that. Very fresh. And then I just get a tiny hint of floral from the freesia and wild poppy. Mostly I get that really nice honeydew melon. This smells like it would be in the same category as like sweet cucumber, just a very fresh kind of cucumber melon scent. I really like this one. I think this one would be really nice in a bathroom or a bedroom. Very, very pleasant. Very bright, fresh honeydew with just a little hint of floral that makes it kind of perfumey and spa-like. I really like that one. All right, next up is Magnolia Linen. This is a really pretty kind of mauve colored wax. And Scentsy says, sun-washed linen dances in the breeze amid a garden of magnolia and honeysuckle. So I really want to like this wax because I really like the color and the name. Laundry scents aren't always my favorite, and those really heady florals aren't always my favorite. So we'll see when they're combined how this smells. Ooh, yes, yes. So right off the bat, I am getting that sun-washed linen. It smells very, very similar to Clothesline, both in fragrance and intensity. So this smells very strong laundry scent. And then I guess I do get just a tiny hint of those kind of florals, but I think that Clothesline is kind of a fresh floral scent too. So this smells really, really similar to Clothesline. I'm going to have to smell these side by side, but right off the bat, I am just getting a very strong kind of florally laundry scent. Again, not my scent preference, but this smells like it'll be a really, really good performer. And if you love laundry scents, I think you will really like that one. Next is Make a Splash. So Scentsy says dewy melon. We're getting a lot of melon. So dewy melon and fresh green apple dive into refreshing turquoise waters. So melon, apple, and water. Ooh, this is pretty. Based on that description, I was kind of expecting this to smell like iridescent pearl, and it actually kind of does. I'm gonna have to smell these side by side too. So another just kind of fresh, fruity, perfumey scent. Let me pick out iridescent pearl because these do smell pretty similar. So Make a Splash is a little sharper, so it might have just a little bit more of that watery aquatic note, where the iridescent pearl is a little bit softer, a little bit more kind of sweet perfumey, but they are pretty similar. So I'd say if you like one, you will probably like the other. And this smells like it should probably be a pretty good performer. This has a little bit more of a almost kind of powdery note too when I compare it to Iridescent Pearl, but definitely along the same lines there. All right, next is Oh Snapdragon. I love that name, and I hope that I like this because it sounds really good. So Scentsy says exotic blood orange and sparkling pink pineapple are punctuated by fierce snapdragon. So citrus, fruity, floral. Let's see how it smells. Ooh, so kind of light. So even kind of warming it up, it still smells a little bit on the lighter side. But I definitely do get those kind of tropical fruity notes, a little brightness from the citrus, mixed with a kind of nice perfumey floral. This reminds me of something that I've smelled before, so I'm gonna have to come back to this one. But again, this is kind of a nice fruity floral, very perfumey. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back to this one because it definitely does remind me of something that I've smelled before. Okay, next up is Sandswept. Really pretty light, kind of turquoise blue. Scentsy says, blue ocean water breaks on the coastline over sandstone, driftwood, and pink lemon groves. So kind of aquatic, woodsy, with a little touch of lemon. Ooh, this is really pretty. Ooh, so yeah, I definitely do get that kind of driftwood note that makes it feel a little masculine, but there is a definite bright, sweet lemon. This smells like it could be similar to the NFL scent, so I'm gonna have to smell this one next to it. Interesting. This definitely does have a tiny hint of a masculine note, probably from the water, sandstone, driftwood. It's coming off as a little cologne-like, but I feel like this one definitely could be kind of a unisex scent, a little feminine, a little masculine. Really pretty though. Again, I think this one would be really nice in a bedroom or a bathroom. And then next up is Sun-Soaked Petals. So Scentsy says, newly opened daffodil petals, sunny currant, and water mint flourish in the sun. So those are interesting scent notes. Ooh, yeah, this is, ooh, warming it up. I definitely get more of kind of that bright, ooh, I don't even know what that is. This is definitely floral with a little bit of fruit mixed in. It is very bright. This scent kind of hits me in the nose. Huh, interesting. I don't even know how to describe this one. This smells very perfumey. There's a note in here that is kind of clashing with my nose, and I don't know what it is, and I really only smell it when I warm it up like this. And it could be that currant, because sometimes currant does come across as a little bitter, and I might be picking that up in this. So I definitely get a very bright floral with a little bit of fruitiness, but there is just a tiny hint of bitterness. I'm not sure about that. And then I don't get any minty note, so I don't know what water mint is. But this does smell kind of fresh, bright floral with a little kind of bitter fruitiness. So that one is interesting. I'll have to see how that one kind of warms up when I get a bar. Next one is Tangerine Creamsicle, and I'm really excited to smell this. So Scentsy says, icy tangerine blended with mango and vanilla cream swirl make the sweetest tropical treat. So let's see. Ooh, this is really pretty. So I do get that kind of nice, soft tangerine. And it's mixed really, really well with a really pleasant vanilla. It smells kind of similar to apricot vanilla, I think, but with more of an orange tangerine note, and definitely a little bit more on the edible side rather than the perfumey side. That's really nice. I think that I will like this one. It is very sweet, and I do get a lot of that vanilla cream swirl, so that is really, really pleasant. And then last, but certainly not least, I'm sure, is Vanilla Waves. And Scentsy says, sea salt and whipped vanilla crash into sticky caramel for an elegant fusion of opposites. So I am always looking for a really kind of nice vanilla scent to love. But I find that I don't really like the deep, rich caramel or like burnt notes. So we'll see about this one. The caramel does make me a little bit nervous. Ooh, let's see. So this one is not bad. It's definitely not coming across as like super gourmand. Maybe a little bit more perfumey vanilla than something super edible or gourmet. This one is pretty. I might have to give this one a try because it definitely does smell a little bit more like perfumey vanilla to me than something really gourmand. But it is just a very nice kind of sweet vanilla, a sweet perfumey vanilla. There is a little bit of depth and richness from the caramel, but it doesn't come across as smelling like burnt caramel, burnt sugar. It's really, really pleasant. I might actually have to give that one a try. So those are all of the new releases. Like I said, I'm going to have to kind of think about some of these, ponder them for a while, and maybe try to make some more comparisons to scents that I have smelled in the past. So I would love to know what scents you are most looking forward to with the spring summer catalog. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Okay, so I did go through my stash just to try to find some old scents that I might be able to compare to the new releases. And these are totally just my first impressions. I am sure that my opinion will change the more I smell these scents, the more videos I watch, and then of course, once I get the full bars and I'm able to get the whole experience by warming them. So I thought I would start with Oh Boy. Now, like I said, this definitely reminded me a little bit of Sun-Kissed Citrus. I think if you like Aloha Citrus, or if you liked Accidentally in Love, you'll probably like this scent. It actually reminded me a lot of Citrus Pop from a few years ago, but maybe a little bit more citrusy version, because I do remember that Citrus Pop was actually pretty sweet. So I actually really like this one. This is definitely one of my favorites of the new releases. I wasn't able to find like a dupe of Totally Minnie or something that was really, really similar, but this is kind of a generic, light, sweet, fruity floral, and I actually really do like this one too. It is really well done. This is another one of my favorites. Now, it was actually pretty hard for me to pinpoint Coastal Sunset. This is actually a really unique fragrance, and I did pull out an old tester of Pineapple Coconut Vanilla, and then I pulled out an old bar of Coconut Vanilla Orchid, and those are definitely both much more feminine and kind of floral perfumey than the Coastal Sunset. I'd say that it might be a little more similar to something like Mahalo Coconut, maybe mixed with a little bit of coconut flower, but it definitely is very unique. I do get a lot of that kind of musky sandalwood with a pretty prominent kind of perfumey coconut. So very unique scent in Coastal Sunset. Like I said earlier, Make a Splash really does remind me of Iridescent Pearl. Maybe a little bit more fresh than Iridescent Pearl. Iridescent Pearl might be a little bit more sweet. So that's kind of the difference for me there. The Oh Snapdragon is another kind of fruity floral scent, and it kind of reminded me of Picked for You from this year's Mother's Day collection. So I'd say if you like that one, you will probably really like Oh Snapdragon. Sandswept was another one that was a little hard to pinpoint. It definitely first reminded me of Gridiron Rush and then Jade and Jasmine, the scent of the month for January. But maybe a little bit more fresh or aquatic than those two scents, and maybe a little bit more feminine than those two scents as well. And then with Coral Waters, this definitely does have a very strong floral note. I went through all of the floral bars that I have, and I couldn't find one that had that exact same floral. But the base actually did remind me a whole lot of White Tea and Cactus, just a more floral version. So I'd say if you like floral scents, if you liked White Tea and Cactus, you might want to give that one a try. I really liked Mad for Melon. I don't have a bar of sweet cucumber, but it definitely is along those lines. Very sweet, fresh, kind of spa-like. So I really liked Mad for Melon. And then with the Magnolia Linen, it definitely reminded me of Clothesline, maybe a slightly more floral version of Clothesline, but I definitely get very similar kind of laundry notes from both of those. Now with Sun-Soaked Petals, this one might be my least favorite of these new releases. It's definitely a very strong, heady floral. When I first smell it, the floral note is okay to me, but then when I warm it up, or if I take a little bit deeper breath, I do get a very kind of pungent, almost bitter note, and I think that it is probably coming from the currant, but I wasn't able to find another floral that reminded me a whole lot of the Sun-Soaked Petals. I'd say that if you do tend to like more of those heavy floral notes, then you probably will really enjoy the Sun-Soaked Petals. And then the Tangerine Creamsicle, like I said, it really did remind me kind of the apricot vanilla. I did pull out a tester of Orange Dreamsicle from a few Bring Back My Bars ago, and I never really liked Orange Dreamsicle. To me, it has kind of a sour, kind of cloying note, and I don't get that sour note in the Tangerine Creamsicle. So I really prefer Tangerine Creamsicle to the Orange Dreamsicle. And then finally we have Vanilla Waves. Now when I was smelling this, I knew it reminded me of something, and when I went through my stash, I decided that it was probably Toasted Marshmallow. So I pulled out both versions, the Jelly Belly version and then just the regular catalog version, and something about the base of it really does remind me of Toasted Marshmallow. It's not quite as strong or as potent, and I don't get as much of that kind of toasted note that I pick up in Toasted Marshmallow, but I'd say that they're definitely kind of along the same lines, and maybe that's why they didn't bring Toasted Marshmallow back in the catalog this season. So those are kind of my updated thoughts on the new releases. I'd say that my favorites right now are probably both of the Disney scents, Oh Boy and Totally Minnie, and then I really do like the Mad for Melon as well. So I'm excited to order those and try some of the bars. Like I said, I would love to know what you are most excited for too. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.